back to Black Sheep Boulevard, and we are out here not on the block today because I'm sitting on the couch. Y'all, I have been having vacation, and I've been enjoying every freaking moment of it. Just being in solitude and just chilling. But so that explains why I'm just sitting here in my PJs, and it's probably like 3 p.m. right now. But I digress. For those of you who are used to looking at my channel, welcome back and thank you for coming back and watching this video. I want y'all to go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. And we're gonna get into this little message real quick. Before we do that, I'm still offering the clarity calls for $25 for an hour and 15 minutes. If y'all are interested in that and you're the black sheep of your family, man, y'all gonna want to hit me up, okay? Because I keep it real with y'all. I know exactly what y'all going through. I've been there, done that, still in the process of it, because being a black sheep is a lifelong process. So if you want to talk to someone to, give you some clarity on your situation, definitely hit me up at yourfavoriteblacksheep@gmail.com. So now that we done got all that shit out the way, all right, let's talk about this, because I think a subscriber, she left a comment on one of my recent videos, and she basically said, she asked me to do a video on this topic about what happens when you go no contact with your Narc family. And yes, I did take some notes because I was like, ooh, this is a good ass topic. So her name was Shanice. So big shout out to you. Now, it's a couple things I'm gonna say about this because it's so complex. You know what I mean? A lot of times people think when you go no contact with your toxic or narcissistic family that all your problems are gonna be solved, or and it's just gonna go away because they're no longer in your life. And I'm not gonna lie, a good portion of that is true. A good portion of that is true, but there's also like around 40 to maybe 35% that, is still going to affect you. So let me just get into like how you're going to feel, okay? First thing that's going to happen is you're going to find yourself having mixed emotions. Now, initially, when you decide to completely move out, go no contact, you cut them off, maybe you change your number, unfriended them from social media, blocked them on everything, and you just said, I'm done, right? And this is for people that are going no contact, right? You're going to be happy at first. I'm not going to lie to you. You're going to be happy. You're going to feel like a big amount of relief because you are no longer in that toxic ass environment and that negative environment where you got to be walking around on eggshells. And you're also realizing like, damn, I never have to talk to these people again. I don't ever have to be treated like shit by these people again, right? So naturally, you're going to be happy. And I'm not going to lie to you, like, when you actually accept that shit, like, yo, I don't have to deal with these people anymore. You're going to probably have some of the best days or weeks of your life, maybe even months, because you're like, I really don't have to deal with them. I don't care if that's my sister. I don't care if that's my mama. They were really bringing me down. They were really causing me like mental turmoil, and they were affecting my physical or mental health. Like, yo, that shit's gonna feel good. Like, you're gonna feel like you're on cloud 9, okay? So you're gonna have a lot of relief and you're gonna be happy. But I will say after a while, reality is gonna set in, and a couple things can happen here, okay? And I feel like this happens to most people, whether they're willing to admit it or not. The shock of not having your family is gonna set in, okay? Like, yo, I'm really by myself. Like, I'm on my own. I don't have the support that other people have. You know what I mean? I can't call on my family if something were to go wrong. It's just me. Like, it's all me. Now, some of y'all, it may have always been you because your family didn't help you anyway with their trifling asses. But for those of you who may have still depended on your family, even though they were extremely toxic and just, they took advantage of, you helping them or them helping you, that's where y'all might feel this, because you're like, damn, like, because let's just be real, when you decide to go no contact, that's going to give them such a huge narcissistic wound, especially, and this is what I always recommend, like, you don't tell them what you finna do, you just dip, okay, like, you just dip, because chances are you've tried and tried, time again, to tell them like, hey, I don't like how y'all are treating me. Y'all gotten into it. They gaslight you and shit. So when you just say, all right, I'm out. Okay, like that little SpongeBob meme. All right, I'm gonna head out. You don't say shit. That's gonna give them such a huge narcissistic injury. Like they're not gonna be able to take that, y'all. Like they gonna be flabbergasted. Okay, but I'm gonna get to that point later on. Now, another thing that you may feel is guilt. And you might find yourself second guessing yourself, like, was that the right thing to do? Maybe, maybe it wasn't that bad. Maybe, maybe I was being too sensitive, okay? Because here you are gaslighting yourself, all right? Maybe I was in the wrong. Maybe I was the problem. And I'm not saying that we're perfect, okay? Because let's just be real. When you dealing with toxic people, period, family or not, they do tend to bring out the worst in you. Okay, but here's the thing. Though you may have reacted in a certain way, which is reactionary abuse, okay, they kept poking and poking and poking at you. They knew what they were doing. Okay, so it's normal to feel guilty, and I'm not gonna tell you, or make you feel bad if you do feel guilty, but just know that that's false. That's a false feeling, okay? And you definitely don't need to go back. Depending, if you decided to go no contact, you do not have to go back, okay? I'm gonna just be the one to tell you that. You don't have to. You know what I mean? Everybody grown and they can do what they want to do, but you don't have to if you don't want to. You can stay gone. I mean, that's the whole point. So yeah, you're gonna feel guilty, and you may start to second guess yourself, right? Even after a while, it may not happen like immediately. It may happen like months or years down the line, and you may start thinking about maybe like a good time, one of the few, that you've had, or maybe it was when y'all were younger or something like that. But it's not like that anymore. So don't believe that illusion. So I'm going to tell you right now, okay? Your family is going to talk about you. Straight up. I'm not even going to sit there and lie to you, because my family talked about me, okay? And if you have religious parents, the first thing they going to do is bring that shit up to the church or to the people in the church. They may not go up, during prayer or nothing like that and put their business out there, but they're definitely going to, somehow try to blame the devil or something for you not dealing with them anymore. And like I said, they're going to talk about you. They're going to make you the victim in this. They're going to make you they're going to make themselves the victim, okay? And they're going to make you the villain. That's what I meant to say. They're going to make you the villain. And honestly, it may bother you at first, but I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, you're gonna have to get to the point where you're okay with being the villain in their story, because their story is not true and it doesn't tell everything that happened. You see what I'm saying? So you're gonna have to just be okay with that. There may be some people that try to come up and, maybe mutual people, once again, if you're involved in the church or they're involved in the church, or other family members, or anyone, that's a mutual between y'all, they may, send them to you to do like the bidding to get you back in contact with them, especially if they still, know where you stay or anything like that. They may do that. Okay, and those are things that are to be expected. You know what I mean? I'd rather have y'all prepared and ready to, to deal with that than y'all be completely blindsided. So that may happen. Shoot, some of them, let's just be real. Some families gonna be so damn mad, they may try to fight your ass. And that's why I always recommend they just don't know where you moving to or anything like that. You know, because they want their supply back, y'all. Like, they want their fucking supply back. They want the family punching bag back. Okay? They don't know what to do without your ass. You know what I'm saying? So they may try to get violent even if they don't know where you live. You know, they may try to run up on you if they see you somewhere out at the grocery store and cause a scene or some shit. You know what I mean? Now, that didn't quite happen with me, but I have been out a couple times, and I saw like my siblings, and and I didn't even notice them first. You know how, like, one time I was at a Applebee's, y'all, and I just felt somebody staring at me. You know how you just feel that? You're like, what the fuck? So I turned around, all of them sitting there staring at my ass, okay? My two siblings and I think like one of their girlfriends or whatever. I don't know who the other person was, but they was just staring at me. Y'all, I just turned around and went right back to eating my little food. Child, bye. I ain't worried about y'all. And then the same thing happened when I was at a Walmart. Basically the one who's the golden child that I told y'all about. I was at a Walmart just grocery shopping. I turn around, boom, she over here staring at me all crazy and shit. Like I got 3 heads and 18 ears or some shit. And I just looked at her ass and kept walking. Okay, I'm serious about my shit, okay? When I say I ain't dealing with you ever again, I mean that. And quick little intermission, y'all, okay? For those who may go no contact with like certain family, but then no contact with certain family and then low contact with others. And I said this before in other videos, but those low contact family members are going to try to like get y'all to reconnect or to update you about that person. Like, y'all, dead ass, my mother figure, she called me the other day because the chick that's the golden child, I really just called her a chick. Child, that's how y'all know I'm so disassociated with her. The chick that's the golden child in my family, right? She got pregnant, and I remember when she told me, the first thing I said was, with what? Like, cause I was just, yeah, I'm not even gonna be petty like that. Y'all about to say something fucked up. Let me be quiet. But all I'm gonna say is, I just was like, with what? You know, cause old girl really mean the dude she with. So I'm like, who the hell did that? Who is responsible for that? Anyway, let me stop talking shit. But, long story short, y'all, I think my mother figure thought that by her getting pregnant was gonna make me come back around, and I'm like, wrong. Okay, when I made up my mind I was never gonna deal with her again, I was not gonna deal with her again. And I meant that. I don't care if you get married, I don't care if you have kids, I don't care if you pass away. I will not be there for any of those life events. Okay? So, now, recently, y'all, like, matter of fact, like, at the beginning of my vacation, my mother figure called me and was like, oh, guess what? You're gonna be an auntie again. And yeah, she just had the baby. And I was like, okay. Like, and I was like, okay, well, I gotta go. You know, like, I don't give a shit, but they'll do shit like that. You know what I mean? They really will. So you gotta be mindful for that. For those of you who are gonna be a low contact with certain family, and then like whether it's extended family or not, you know what I mean? And then no contact with others, because they will keep trying to like update you about their life or just anything, and it's really annoying. Now, you can get to the point where you say something to them and say, hey, I don't really need to know anything that's going on with them, but be prepared that they gonna get mad at you. Okay, those low contact family members, they gonna get mad, and you might end up going no contact with them too. So, with that being said, like, it's very important, y'all, like, when you do go no contact, to build up a community of support around you. You know what I mean? Now, if you're a person like me, you already don't fuck with a lot of people. All you need is about 1 or 2 solid ass people, okay? You don't need to have a big ass army behind you, okay? Because most of those people that have all those people around them, they just think that they got their back. They just think that, they're in their corner, and they're not. You don't need a big team. Just have, 1 or 2, 3 people, and you good. You know what I'm saying? That's all you need. Just build up a support system. And that takes time. Don't try to rush and do that, because then you're going to find yourself in the same dynamic as you were with your family, because you're not healed yet. You know what I'm saying? And your healing is just begun just by separating yourself from them. Okay? Now, while we're talking about healing, okay, go to therapy if you can afford it. I would highly, highly suggest that. Go to therapy. Real shit. Because you're going to find yourself at some moments just really angry or really sad, thinking about, how it was with your family and what they did to you, because you're still left with the scars. That's why I say, honestly, y'all, leaving is just the first step. It is not going to be the solution to the problem at all. You're going to have to heal. And honestly, I feel like this is why so many people who are black sheep end up going towards spirituality, because it's a whole healing journey. You know what I mean? Because the first thing you got to do is break away from them. Then it leaves you by yourself, and you're like, damn, I can really feel the damage that was done. And what the fuck do I do now? Well, now you got to start doing some inner child work. You got to go do some shadow work. Go to therapy and build yourself back up. Because really, you don't even know yourself. So those are the things that you can expect to happen and to feel and to experience when you go no contact with your narcissistic or toxic family. If you enjoyed the video and found any contact in it, if you found anything valuable in my content, just go ahead and leave the thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. And as always, it's a black sheep thing, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.